Hey everybody, I know it's been a while. I need to give an update. I just got done walking. It's my for 2 weeks I got off track. My son got sick. He missed 2 days of school, so the routine was all messed up. But so after 2 weeks I'm back on track. I try to walk 3 times a week. It's not quite, it's a big track, but one loop is almost a mile. And due to the pain in my back and my knees, that's about all I can get because I don't want to push myself where I can't get out of bed because my son depends on me so much. So the update is I'm finally in the 100s. I'm in the low 190s right now. By Friday, I weigh every Friday. I'm hoping to see the 180s. My husband weighs every day. That's just torture. I don't know who would want to do that. So I do it once a week on Friday mornings, only because I need to record for the doctors the weight. I like to judge weight loss by the clothes. Right now I'm sitting at a size in a jeans 15. I didn't even know if 15 existed. I think it's in a juniors. So my little 14s, they're still sitting there. You know, those were my gold pants, which I never did show y'all. My cute little 14 pants, which I've got about 3 now. So I can wear a large, extra large in shirts. This is a large t-shirt. I'm having to get used to wearing clothes that are fitted. I've never liked that. I've always liked baggy clothes on myself. So that's getting a little get used to. I still like this shirt is fitted, but I wore my son's oversized jacket with it. It is 46 degrees today. So he's like, "You're not keeping my jacket. That's my Skillet." He loves the rock band. They're a rock Christian called Skillet. And I was like, I kind of am getting used to it. So he may have lost this jacket. But other than that, that's all I've got going on as far as an update. Now, I do have some funny stories. I've never had wrinkles, okay? So when you lose weight, let me tell you, that your fat is your fillers on your face. My double chin has always been, I don't care about other parts of my body. I hate my fat face. So I'm not going to pay $100 for no face cream either. I buy Overlay. My grandma used Overlay her whole life. So I found some Overlay. So I've been using it. But, right, you can't see it good. But some days you can see it good. As I'm losing weight, my chin's starting to look like that man on the Avengers. You know, the man that did the snap of his fingers? He looked like he got a scrotum for his chin. That's what that be looking like. I tell everybody, I look like a little scrotum chin down there, raw them wrinkles. Dang. Anyways, my aunt's gonna say, you should not share everything, Dee. That's what I tell them all the time. So, and the other not embarrassing to me funny thing that I will share that people say you should not share is kind of funny, kind of sad news. Y'all know my son started welding this semester. He loves it, but he's not catching on. So, you know, in the back of my mind, I thought, oh, all that money and things. But the thing is, his instructor said he's one of his best students. Wish he had 10 of him, you know. But the first semester in welding, if you can't get it, you're not going to get the other 3 semesters. And there's only 2 things that he can't get. And he tries and tries and tries. And that's what breaks your heart as a mother. And we let him pick this. Me and his last year instructor told him he needed to take machine tool. But Christian was so passionate about being a welder. I think he thought this can make me feel like a man. And what I liked about this instructor, he's had some great instructors and professors, but I told Christian, I said, I've got to go in there and talk to him. And I know welders, I'm always sitting out in the parking lot. Everybody sees me, I'm the mama drives him I said, I've got to go in there and talk to him. And I said, this is serious if we got to drop this. So he let me go in there and talk to him. And he's about my husband's age, maybe a little bit older. My husband's 7 years older than I am. So he's in his 50s, 60s, early. And he told Christian, he said, being a man ain't about being a welder. He said, being a man is being able to take care of yourself and when you get a family. And those are the kind of men I want Christian around. I told him, I said, see, people like that, Christian, those are the people you need in your life. They're going to guide you on the right way. They're going to give you great advice. And, he talked so good about Christian. And he's like, look, we don't want our students not to succeed because welding has such a big turnover. People get in there thinking it's cool. He said, he gets in trouble with the higher ups going, y'all can't keep students. He says, well, how many students get electrocuted in class, shocked, burned, and has to work in 100+ degrees? And that makes sense. But Christian didn't want to give up, but if he, they can't make him drop it, but if he doesn't, he will fail, and that'll hurt his GPA. And we've been through this with engineering when he went into mechatronics. So probably mid-November, he'll have to drop this class. He'll finish out his other welding classes, which he's making great grades on, and then we'll transfer to machine tool. And it hurts my heart, that something he liked he can't continue with, but he has learned the basics where if he wants to forge, he could if he got something at home to work with. And they rent out booth space up there if anybody in the community wants to work on welding. But here's the funny part. That was the sad part. Here's the funny part. So the next day, I asked Christian, I said, none of the students or your teachers gave you a hard time about Mama getting out of the car, coming to talk to the teacher, did they? And he said, no, but my instructor asked, and this is the guy that we had the conversation with, if you were my mother or my grandmother. I said, So my thing, I gained all this weight when I was 13 years old. Between that time, I had people knocking down my door before I gained weight. Boys, because that's when you start getting a boyfriend around 13. And so I remember getting attention back then. Once I gained all that weight, nobody was knocking at the door anymore. And nobody could explain why I gained 30 pounds in 3 months. So my self-esteem and everything has been gone since 13. So I was worried, you hear all these crazy stories, people lose weight. I can't tell when people are flirting. I always think, oh, they're so sweet, that's nice. And I mean, it wasn't as bad when I worked in retail, but when I went and worked in the industrial industry, even though I had an office job, I really opened my eyes to how flirting worked. I mean, I'm so naive in it. I just think, oh, they're so nice, and that ain't the case. So I was like, after that comment, I'm like, I'm not worried about it no more. I'm just a grandma. So my husband and son have been picking on me ever since. Say, hey, Grandma, how you doing today, Grandma? So I'm like, okay. So that brought me, I was like, I ain't got to worry about it. Anyways, I don't mind a compliment if you're talking about the crafts I make, cards I make, things that I'm so passionate about. You could brag about that all day long, but don't compliment me. It's hard. I have to learn how to work on that. That's something I think people that are shy and don't like attention have to work on when they have this surgery, because first of all, people are going to get, I call it sticker shock. It might not be sticker shock. I don't know what you would call it, something shock. When somebody hadn't seen you in a while and you were blowed up and heavy, and then all of a sudden they see a figure and they can't stop staring at you, and so that's already embarrassing. So you have to already be able to you have to find ways to deal with it, because you want to crawl under a table. But I thought y'all would enjoy that little bit of story. So I have been better about getting my protein in. These are my favorites, but they're so expensive. This is a 1.1 ounce bag. This bag is almost $3. You get 4 for $9.94 at Walmart. But they have 18 grams of protein. So if you're trying to get your protein in, if you drink a shake in that's almost your protein. So by the time you have dinner, you've got your 80 grams of protein in. And we're supposed to get 80 to 100. My fluids, oh my goodness, I struggle with fluids. But this is how crazy I am. My husband, his best advice is always, I like what I like. If I know I like those kind of Quest chips, I need to stick with just eating what I like. But no, I want to try something. So when Walmart was having some kind of deal when Amazon was, I thought I ordered the sweet chili. I like them all, the Quest ones, except for the hot and spicy. I ordered the hot and spicy. They were just too hot. So now I've got 7 bags that Walmart won't exchange. Because I ate one, they come in an 8-pack, So I tried to sell them on Facebook Market, no hits. Then I was like, okay, well, let me replace them. And then I seen somebody said that they like these protein chips called HILO, hello, or it's got like a tongue on it or something. And they had a variety pack. They're made out of almond flour. I get them. I know y'all like, Dee, just eat them. But I'm like, they're 140 calories, because them are 140, 150 calories. And I'm like, why I want to eat that? And I don't like it. So I tried to sell them. No hits. So I'm going to have to break down and just buy more. It's just aggravating. I need to just listen to my brain and just stop trying new things when I have to. Like, those are chips that I could be eating. And maybe they'll change. And I almost went and bought them chicken chips again. I said, Dee, don't do it. Dee, don't do it. Remember, they taste like burnt chicken. I ain't got a lick of sense. But I do need to do a series on the stuff I'm eating and cooking. So, they call it the Big Mac bowl. I don't like Big Macs. So I do everything, but I don't put raw onions or that Thousand Island on it. And they're really good. It's a really good thing. It's just cooked hamburger meat, and you can cook your onions in it. And then you put your lettuce, tomato, pickles, mustard, and ketchup on it. It's just no bread. And it really is good. I didn't think it'd be that good. And then I do taco bowls. And then if I cook something for my husband that I've been craving, like he wanted fried cube steak last night. And that's my nemesis. I love fried cube steak. I can eat it till it makes me sick. Well, I can't eat like that anymore. And so I did have a 3-ounce piece last night. And the only thing that I could say that I'm struggling with this weight loss is, and I know the doctor's going to get on to me, I work on, you tell me how many calories I can eat a day, I'm going to go by those rules. That's the way they did us at the beginning when we started losing weight. We went to 1,500 calories to 1,200 calories. Well, my brain seen myself only eating 900 and 500 calories a day, and I thought, yes, that's what I need to do to lose this weight. But what was happening was my body thought it was starving. So it started producing fat, putting my, I guess, the fat that you store out into my body. So then I wasn't losing but, you know, a pound a week, or not losing at all. So I'm trying to get up to at least 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day and get out of that mindset, because they said it's not a contest on who can eat the less. And you know, and with vitamins, and you need your protein and all that, that's dangerous. So that's something I kind of ran into and caught myself, and I'm doing better at it. So all right, well, that's my update, and it's so good to be back, and I'll try to come back in. I have a craft show coming up the first Saturday in November, so I'll do a video on that, and hopefully I'll have some more stuff to share. All right, see y'all next time.